think it's very important because besides immediate family, Melvin's dad is deceased, and I'm not always going to be around. And I'd like to feel that Melvin would be sufficient out in the real world. And so, in other words, trying to teach him to be an advocate for himself, and not feel like he has to settle for things. So getting a lot of people involved, it kind of takes a lot of pressure off of one person, and it's an effort by everybody.
I had to feel it out, hear what you were presenting, and go from there. But now, I really
what I've picked up by doing the process this way, it's kind of starting at what is central to the person, what is most important to them in accomplishing in their life, and then getting the whole team to hear and listen to that person and spend a good amount of time doing that. And that way you can work backwards and develop the best plan of support and really help the person explore what their choices are, what their options are, in effort to get them one step closer to where they want to be. And so far in the, I guess, last 6 to 8 months, we're already starting to see that.
Computer programming on my own business, building computers and programming, making $250,000. Gotta have $250,000.
You got to get that $250,000 in there.
So I can take care of my sister and my mother, just so we can be comfortable to move. I live downtown, but I'm looking to move out to Baltimore County, and I'm going to school and about to get my driver's permit. And that's what I'm.
He was just explaining how the Neighbors Project worked, and I said that's how it should always be. Like, we should always be focusing on our individuals' hopes and dreams and goals. And now, like, seeing it all come together and seeing this great support system that Melvin has here, I think this is how services should be provided. And to see that from just a few months ago, Melvin's made all these steps, and seeing how it's come true, and seeing the pictures and how it's all been laid out, it just makes so much sense that this is the way we should be providing services.
Even though I'm not a parent, I think losing my dad, me and Melvin learned more than anything that tomorrow isn't promised. He was healthy one day, and then the next he was gone. So I think, if something should happen to my mom, and me, I definitely would feel better knowing that, he would be more independent. Yeah. So, I'm really proud of him. Yeah. And I can see he's, more motivated to do.
He's always been my dreams, but now the more goals, and I can see it right in front of me, and I have it right here. That's everything that I'm trying to do, so it let me know that it's within reach.
That's great.
He talks different. It's a difference. I remember being young, and I went away to school, and I said, I'm going to move out before you. I'm going to be driving before you. And it wasn't, like to rub it in his face, but just more the little sister nagging kind of thing. And now, I have problems, like with school loans and things, and he's so positive, he's like, I'm going to finish, and you're going to finish, and, we're going to make Mommy proud. It's just a different talk coming from him than it used to be.
And just in the last few months?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I
Very
think
cool.
it's always been a Philosophy and Abilities network, but having the backing of DDA and them saying it's okay to go ahead and do this, and you can use Melvin's funding for different things, not only for supported employment, but also, for some other things that he needs. And I just think that's what makes the difference, that it's okay, and it's not a project. It's the wave of the future, as Michael Chapman said.
I think it's the willingness of all the team members, too, because there's some agencies that might not be as involved as well.
Yeah.
I'm proud about Melvin wanting to be more independent. As a single parent, I do worry that I'm a little older, and I'm not going to always be around. And I want to feel good that if something does happen to me, he's capable of taking care of himself. And being a part of this program has really made me feel really, really good about that.
This process has helped
What-
Melvin bring his family into the picture a lot more. Not that they weren't there in the past, just that we're meeting regularly now. Lately, it's been about every 3 to 4 weeks, and Gail's been great, and Ashley as well, and as Melvin as well, really taking the steps to go through, and they're a lot more motivated now to go to move forward with what they want to do, and they're helping a tremendous amount, and we're just getting together and discussing how it's been and where we need to go next. So.
Anybody that can give me any kind of insight as to, an apartment or something to research, if you would let me know, I certainly would be willing to do that, because it is hard.
Okay.
Maybe what Paul and I can do is just, shoot out an email to our staff saying, if you could let us know where some people that you're providing services to, where they live in Section 8.
Okay.
And then that way that kind of gives us an idea of where they're living.
Okay.
And then maybe you've checked them, maybe you
Yeah,
haven't, but just
because I
gives
have
you
a
more of an
list, and I
idea.
have a little book that I constantly am using at work. So it has been really, once you find someplace, by the time you get there, they're gone. So
It's tough.
it is. It's just such an extraordinary journey, because you actually are networking with people who they really care. They're going above and beyond their job. And as a parent, you don't really know that those people are out there a lot, because you feel like you're in it by yourself for quite a long time. But I have a great bunch of people working for Melvin, and it really, really just touches our hearts.